This is as clear as a glass of water to me. He has the most turnovers of any quarterback since they entered the league. That's why we talk about the turnovers. We've seen Josh Allen play to the level or even a higher level than 99% of the quarterbacks in the league. But he's also led the league in turnovers since he's gotten there. So I don't know how we get rid of that part of it because everybody want to feel good about talking about Josh Allen.
Finally, Marcus making some sense.
Okay, so the table has been set for the conversation. Mr. Orlovsky, I yield my initial time to you.
Does Marcus want Aaron Judge to stop hitting home runs? I mean, that's the comparison here. Like, Marcus always talks, not just him, but you talked. So, always talks about the turnovers for Josh Allen. Never talks about all the other ridiculous stuff that he does. And so, like, there's stuff that Josh does that makes him completely different than basically everybody in football outside of Patrick Mahomes. There's throws that he makes that only Josh Allen can and is willing to make. If you remember the seam touchdown, this clip, the seam versus the Jets, they're playing cover 3, and you got the tight end that's going to cross the middle of the field, and Shakir is running a seam. Guys, he's staring to the left strictly to just screw the defense. Comebacks flat-footed, and just absolutely piss missiles this ball to Shakir up the seam. This throw is one of two. Truly, it's one of two. Him and Patrick Mahomes are the only two human beings on planet Earth, maybe Stafford, that can make that throw. Are there turnovers? Of course there are turnovers. And he's made some poor decisions. Here's the point I want to make, okay? There's 2 points I want to make. Okay, if they had made a field goal 2 weeks ago versus Philadelphia,
right,
and they don't have 12 men on the field, this team is 8-4. They're one game out of the 1 seed, and Josh Allen is the runaway MVP.
Amen.
Runaway.
100% agree.
But we want to sit here and say that he's got turnover issues.
But look, you just did your whole soliloquy, and then you're like, yeah, he turns the ball over. Yeah, he's made some poor decisions. But let me talk about, you do the other thing on the opposite side. Like, everybody, this argument is dumb. I'm sorry. Josh Allen is phenomenal. Does he lead the league in turnovers since he's entered the league? Yes, that's a fact.
Does he lead the league in touchdowns?
Wait. Yeah, that's also a fact. Those are facts. That's all anybody is saying. To talk about Lamar Jackson is special. But when he turns the ball over, when he fumbles it, you have to point to the fact that, hey, Lamar, you cost the team the game that particular day. That doesn't change that Lamar is one of the most dynamic playmakers we have in the game. Just keep, this argument is so
I just want to, my whole thing is, why can't both things be true?
They are. It's always
like whenever we have the discussion with Josh Allen, it's just like, yes, this man is a superstar, but we're gonna put the turnovers is like way over here. Like, both things can be true. Josh Allen is like you said, one of two, but he also has some Brett Favre in his game. That was yes, Dan, yes.
Hold up, everybody.
Yes,
Dan, I appreciate your tape. I have a tape of my own.
Talk about it, Deacon.
Let's go to the first game of the year when the Buffalo Bills are up 7 points in the fourth quarter. Yeah. This bad interception right here by Josh Allen leads to a touchdown for the New York Jets. The very next play for the Buffalo Bills, he fumbles a snap, and the Jets go on and score a field goal. The first play of the game versus the New England Patriots. This is a bad interception.
Correct.
New England goes down and scores a touchdown.
Correct.
Right, off of that turnover. Then you have this one versus the Denver Broncos. This is with 40 seconds to go in the first half. Guess what Denver goes down and do before the halftime?
Yeah, they kicked a field goal.
They kick a field goal.
Yeah.
Guess how many points the Buffalo Bills lost by?
By 3.
2.
Yeah, I remember the game. Danny is going to jump out of his chair. We're going to set aside much more time for this as we go because there's obviously a lot more.
We're not doing this. We're not doing
this.
I really do think, honestly, if Brock Purdy was not a 7th-round pick, we would not be having this discussion. Like, just look at the way, if you watch how he's playing, if you look at the numbers, where he's ranked, he may not be elite, right? But the numbers that he's putting up, he's in elite rarefied air right now. Like, numbers that are comparable to Brady and Mahomes. And that's what's so frustrating about this conversation, because this is a 49ers team that has been to the playoffs, been to a Super Bowl. With Jimmy Garoppolo, they haven't looked like this. When you look at the efficiency, when you look at how these guys respond to him, the way this team plays, it does such a disservice to him. It's very frustrating.
Yes or no? Brock Purdy, 100% confident. 55 seconds left in a playoff game on your own 25-yard line and 1 timeout left. Is he going to go win a championship for you? Yes or no?
Bishop.
Yeah, you're all in. All in.
I'm all in. I'm all in on Brock Purdy, and the fact that Swagoo put him and Garoppolo in the same sentence is doing him a disservice. Like they're not even in the same area code. Right?
Perhaps not, but what he said is accurate. Jimmy Garoppolo took this team to the Super Bowl. Well, that's what happened.
That defense.
Why did you just make that sound? What sound is that you're making?
Took San Francisco.
What?
It's the word took.
He was the quarterback of the team when they went to the Super Bowl.
Jimmy did not play like Brock. Like, that's the reality. And I just need everybody to just get it around your skulls. Like, he did not play like Brock is. And I understand he was the quarterback. But when I think people point to, I could be the quarterback of this team. Like, you just throw to Christian McCaffrey, you just throw to Debo, da-da-da-da. Brock Purdy is benefiting from Yak at a far less rate than Patrick Mahomes was in his 2 MVP seasons. Like, it's not just he's just dinking it off and guys are just taking it to the house.
Well, I understand Brock Purdy has a lot of dynamic players around him, but you still got to go out there and make the plays. You look at this throw that he throws against the Seattle Seahawks where he threads the needle. Dan, you talked about this throw multiple times, right? And he's able to get that over a numerous of defenders and be able to complete this football. And then you look at the game against the Jacksonville Jaguars where he's scrambling to the left, right? Naked bootleg, things aren't there. He's scrambling, looking, and then he makes this thread the needle type throw to Brandon Ayuk. And then lastly, this touchdown pass to George Kittle is unbelievable. Look how his arm is getting hit. He has somebody bearing down the middle of his body, but he still stays in there, hangs in there, and completes that football. When a guy was running with George Kittle man-to-man. So Brock Purdy is able to make the anticipation throws. He's able to thread the needle. So he's not just a quarterback that's dinking and dunking. And yes, he does have a luxurious toys to throw the football to. But you also have to be able to make it look right at the quarterback position.
So I think there's 2 quarterbacks in the NFL right now that are playing at a level and a style that no one else can play to how they are. Brock Purdy's one of them, Tua Tagovailoa is the other. Like, in the way that they're playing in their system and to the level that they are consistently, those are the 1 and 2 when it comes to that. The question is this: who's the best quarterback that's ever played for Kyle Shanahan?
Well, I mean,
I would.
Best quarterback who's ever played for Kyle Shanahan. It's a clear answer.
In the 1 year Matt Ryan?
Matt Ryan, yes. Okay, so
he
Matt
averaged
Ryan's
27 points that year. Brock
Fringe
Purdy
Hall of
30
Famer
right now.
Fringe Hall of Famer.
Well, he was the MVP of the league under Kyle Shanahan.
No one's talking about Julio Jones. Oh, well, he had Julio.
Yeah.
So
Brock Purdy is playing better than Matt Ryan did that year.
I agree.
He's playing better, okay? And for all you people talk to me, Marcus, the yards after the catch, trash. Across the NFL, 47% of the yardage gained across the NFL is from yards after the catch. Brock Purdy averages 46 yards. Hold on.
Go ahead.
46% of his yards.
So less than you're saying.
Yes, than
NFL average.
All right, so but if we can go back to at least where this conversation began on this show yesterday, it was not questioning whether he's playing great, and it was not questioning whether he is great. The question is this the San Francisco Invitational? Are there any questions? And then I said, are there any questions about the quarterback? A year ago today, no one knew who Brock Purdy was. I mean, literally no one. He was Mr. A year ago today. Are there questions when they have to win a big game at the end of the where they're going to have to go up against whether it's Dak or Jalen Hurts or whoever it is and win a big game, go toe-to-toe? Are we confident that this guy can do it?
Absolutely.
I don't have questions about the quarterback position in San Francisco.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, that's the question. That's the answer.
My only question is, have the 49ers played the Dallas Cowboys and the Eagles this season?
And just smeared them. Yes.
The 100%. Only question about, and it's more of an unknown, is if somehow they go down 14-0.
Yeah.
But we don't know that. Like, we haven't seen this football team fall behind like that. I don't even think it happened in the Cleveland game, certainly not in the Minnesota game. We just haven't seen it.
If they wind up in a shootout, you feel good.
Shootout?
They're ready with anybody. I mean, their defense doesn't let them get into
You see that chain? We just talked about shootout.
This team ain't get, like, they want shootout. Come on, you ain't stopping that offense.
Final word from the bishop.
I think there's two different things we talk about as relates to Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy's playing at elite level. There's no question about that. But is Brock Purdy, I think we throw around the word franchise guy.
Right.
There's only like 3 or 4 franchise guys in this league.
Yeah.
Well, guys that can literally, when things aren't optimal, that can put the whole team on their back and can elevate the whole team. Do I think Brock Purdy's that? No, but I think he's playing at elite level right now.
He is not in the we win games because of him conversation just yet. That is Patrick, that is Joe Burrow, that is Josh Allen, that is Lamar.
Yeah.
I think those are the 4 guys right now that you win games because of. But he's at the top of the list of you win games with.